How you guys doing? It's your boy 514 Mystic from BookieBullies.com, and this is Breaking Down the Books. Coming off of a 5 of 11 day yesterday, wasn't so good at all. Got one hit in hockey, one hit in football, and the others were basically basketball picks. In basketball, I had the over in the Grizzlies game that hit, Miami 10.5 that hit, and the Lakers 10.5 that hit. Everything else was a complete failure. Too bad. Basically had a like 5 of 11 days, so not that hot, not that bad, but not that hot. Trying to go 100%, man. It's not easy. Haven't gone 100% since opening night. Opening night gave you guys five hockey picks and killed it. Anyways, today we have a short hockey slate, short basketball slate, so we're gonna get into them. If I'm not mistaken, I got to play in every single game, so stay tuned. Anyway, starting from the top, got the Boston Bruins versus the Montreal Canadiens. In this game, Patrice is going to be out for Boston. Patrice Bergeron, he's going to be gone, unfortunately. Montreal on a horrible losing streak. They lost four of the last four games. A bunch of those games were to mediocre teams. They lost to Ottawa. They lost to Jersey. Those weren't good losses at all. They blew that lead on Saturday night. They were up 4-0, so that was a really bad loss. Boston, on the other hand, I mean, they haven't been covering very many spreads, but they've looked pretty impressive. They've done what they had to do, and they've been winning games. But unfortunately, Patrice Bergeron just came off the injury list, and he's back on it. Probably not going to be back for a little while, so that's too bad on that end. Tonight, Boston is obviously favored. They should be. You don't bet against a hot team, just like you don't bet on a team that's on a losing streak unless you really have a good reason to. Obviously, Carey Price is at net. They're gonna be going with Halak for the Boston Bruins. Halak has a pretty good save percentage. So does Carey Price. Carey Price has a 2.88 goal against average, but this month he's about 3.22. So not very good on his end this month, and the team is not doing a very good job protecting him. I like Boston at this price. So I'm gonna go with Boston money line in this game. Unfortunately, sorry Habs, sorry the boys. It's just what it is, If you guys are gonna bounce back, it's not gonna be today. Maybe it's gonna be Thursday against the Devils, so you guys get a chance to mark up your redemption. But I think today is Boston's chance at redemption. Next, we got the Minnesota Wild versus the Jersey Devils. Now, the Wild, surprise, surprise. I told you guys earlier. If you guys are following me, whoever is following me on a regular basis, I told you guys there is something severely wrong with Devin Dubnyk. I think there might be some problems at home. Maybe he's having some problems with the wife or whatever. I still don't know what the problems is, but he is having family issues, and for that reason, he's not gonna be at net for a while. They're gonna go with this guy that they just recalled from the AHL. Nico, shit, I would have to check. I'm gonna check. Nico Hovinen. Nico Hovinen. He's going to be at net today, and he was actually really good in the AHL also. So he's something to look out for. And yes, obviously the AHL and the NHL is not the same thing. You have mediocre talent in the AHL, but let's be real. Jersey is filled with mediocre talent right now, anyways. Like, you know what I mean? But in their defense, they have gathered up a good set of wins. They're trying to come up with another win streak. Like, I think it's their third win streak for the season. So they're trying to do what they got to do, and they have Louis Domingue at net tonight. Louis Domingue is probably going to be their backup going forward. They got Mackenzie Blackwood, who's going to be their starting goalie from now on. They ended up waiving Corey Schneider, who was basically giving them L after L. They figured, shit, we're not even okay. I understand we're not backing you up or nothing like that, but you're letting in way too many goals. This is ridiculous. So they ended up waiving him, sending him down to the AHL. Chances are, if he performs down there, they're going to bring him back. Blackwood is going to be on, like, they're going to be watching him like a hawk. And obviously, Louis Domingue, if you guys remember correctly, last year when he was on Tampa Bay, he actually did really good. He had about 24 wins, just about 5 losses in 30 starts. So that was, he had a pretty good season, and he was like just under 3 goals against in that time. And if you guys remember correctly, honestly, Tampa Bay never really did a very good job on the back end. He didn't do a very good job back checking. So yeah, they were always a very high powered offensive team. So in this game, I actually like the Devils. I don't like a favorite here. I really don't. But I think Harvinen is probably going to try to perform for the Wild, and obviously there's going to be a lot of jitters. And I'm not convinced that Devils are going to be like they're going to try to show everything they got at him. But I feel like the Minnesota Wild are going to do a very good job protecting their goalie tonight. For that reason, I have the under in this game. I know people are anticipating a lot of goals, but I think for a change, we're going to see a very defensive game on both ends of the floor of the ice. I understand. I just mixed up my words here, but even though you guys get what I'm saying, but I think we're gonna get a pretty defensive matchup today, and it's not gonna be anything to watch. It's not gonna be a very interesting game, but I like the under in this game. Next, we got the Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars are going for history tonight. I hate to bet against history. I like to bet with it. And they're going up against the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks are on a three-game losing streak, and they strung up a few good wins. And it's unfortunate that they ended up losing. They're on this losing streak again because they looked really impressive. They're gonna be rolling with the Blackhawks. I believe they have Corey Crawford on net tonight, and he's not confirmed quite yet. Ah, yes, he is officially. So Corey Crawford is official tonight, and he's going to be going up against Kudobin, 6-3-1 on the season. Kudobin is Stars. They just beat Chicago over the weekend on Saturday. Chicago gets a chance at redemption to actually to stop their rain on their parade a little bit. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to succeed at it honestly. It's gonna be a good if it's any chance if they have any chance to do it, it's gonna be tonight because they are on a back to back. Back to backs don't bode well for hockey teams, but and Chicago actually got a good bit of rest, so they haven't played since then. Had a good bit of time to think about it, and if they have a chance, to beat this streak, it's gonna be today. I hate to bet against a team that's going for history. Dallas is going for their eighth straight victory. Just yesterday, they ended up tying. Last night, they ended up tying their franchise history with seven straight wins. And I believe tonight they're gonna break that streak and create history of their own. So I like the Dallas Stars. Dangerous play. They're favorite today, and trust me, it's a dangerous play because they're on a back to back. Back to backs have not looked very good with anybody across the league. So it is a dangerous play. Be careful and tread softly when you're going with that pick. But I like Dallas to continue rolling hard and probably take their next loss in the next game they play. So I just think they make history of their own, and that's pretty much it. Next, we got two games in the NBA. We got bad boy Luka Doncic playing at home. They opened up at 2.5 underdogs. The Clippers were 2.5 favorites. 2.0, sorry, it was 2.0 favorites. They're down to 1.5 now, looking like people are buying the Mavericks. Both teams are on pretty good win streaks. They're both 7-3 in their last 10. It's going to be a very interesting one. I think this game goes way over. Dallas is one of those teams that just finds a way to go over every single chance they get. The Clippers, if they want to beat this team, they're going to have to keep up with the pace. And I think the over happens absolutely in this game. I might be totally off here, but I feel like the over happens in this game. It seems like easy enough money. Just seems like it to me. Um, who wins this game? I would love to give you guys a winner. And you know what? I will. I'm going to give you guys the Clippers not to cover the spread, but the money line. Minus 1.5 typically go the other way. Hmm. You know what? We have a little bit of time. Let's break this bitch down together. So let's just see how well Dallas has been doing at home. Last time we checked, Dallas was not doing so well at home. But we're gonna see what they've been doing at home. I don't have all these stats registered in my head. Some stats, yes, they are registered in my head, but I don't have all these stats registered in my head. So let's see how they've been doing at home. So as home team, Dallas is well, they're all right, right? They must be okay. It can't be that bad. Guess I'm looking for them in the wrong place. Dallas. Dallas is 4-5 at the spread at home. 4-5 at the spread at home. So not that hot. Clippers don't do a very good job at covering spreads, though. I'll tell you that much. But obviously they're playing chess over there. They're not playing checkers. Doc Rivers been doing a really good job trying to get his guys on the same page. He's going with different lineups. He's trying to play different people. If there's no load management or anything going on tonight, I believe that it's easy money for the Clippers. Uh, Easy money. But I'm not convinced. Dallas 11-5 at home this season overall. So they're 4-5 at the spread, but they're 11-5 at home. So those five that they didn't cover seems like the ones that they actually lost. So if they don't cover, they lose flat out. Clippers are 12-5 overall. Sorry, no. These numbers are no good. Completely forget what I just mentioned here. Completely ignore those. So Dallas is 6-3. 6-3 at home this season. 6-3 overall. But they're still 4-5 on the road. They're still 4-5 at home at the spread. Clippers as the road team. Clippers as the road team are 1-4 overall. So they've only won one game on the road this season. Not very good. That's surprising to me also. They're probably gonna have to pick up that win streak. I don't like a winner in this game, but I do like the over. Next, we got the Wizards versus the Denver Nuggets. The Wizards, they played on Sunday. They ended up getting a loss, and they didn't go over for a change. Usually, they score about 130 points and allow the other team to score 132 and end up losing. They did not score 130 points. Now they're playing Denver, who seems to have found their stride on the defensive end. Are they going to be able to score 130 points today? Well, I just seen John Wall doing a crossover move and dunking the ball. That might be motivation for this team for them to say, hey, our point guard is coming back. We haven't seen John Wall in damn near 2 years. Years, not season, 2 years. Crazy. Damn near 2 years. But it seems like some kind of motivation. Denver's at home, 10.5 favorites, and I haven't seen them cover very many spreads at home, anyways. They are not as impressive at home as they were last season. At all. They're 7-1 overall at the spread. And as the home team, doesn't really help that much more because they're at the bottom of the pack. Over the last few games, they've picked it up, but they're still at the bottom of the pack. 4-5 at the spread at home. Washington, we know what they do. They score buckets. So I like the over in this game. So that's 2 games over and 2 games. 227.0 in the Clippers game, 227.5 in the Washington game. Now, how do I feel about this spread? I don't know how I feel about Washington covering tonight. I don't like Washington ever covering. They allow way too many points. And the way the Denver Nuggets are playing defense, they should cover with flying colors. But 4-5 at the spread at home. Obviously, we're not considering the last few games. But it hasn't looked very good for them. Now let's see how Washington has been doing. Washington, as the road team, is 5-1-1 at the spread. One push. So they've only lost one game. Or sorry, not lost. They only haven't covered one game. Not only are they a top over team in the league, but they've only avoided one coverage. I like Washington to cover this spread. Crazy pick. Absolutely bananas. But I like Washington to cover over here. I think these guys match up very nicely. And I'm anticipating a very close game. Now, maybe Denver wins by 10. 10 is not a cover. Okay? 10 is not a cover. They need to win by 11 points. Maybe they come back. Maybe they blow these guys out by 20 points and their starters are on the bench until the end of the game. And then the starters never come back. End of the game happens and you let a 25-point blowout turn into a 10-point win and it doesn't explain the full story. You guys are going to go on your phones, you're going to check, you're going to be like, "Holy shit. Denver didn't cover. They only won by 10, but it doesn't tell you the full story of the game. They were blowing these guys out the whole game, and that's what I think happens tonight. So, anyways, gonna give you guys the Bookie Bullies rundown, but before I do that, I'd like you guys to go ahead and smash that like button, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're advised anytime I post videos like these. I will be giving you more content, and you could always check me out at bookiebullies.com. Like I told you, I'm giving you guys free plays. These plays that I'm giving out on YouTube, obviously they're high risk, not necessarily high risk, but you have a slim chance of hitting if you hit every single one of the plays I'm giving. I typically give about 10 plays on any given day. Today we got what do we got? We got about 7 plays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sixth place. We got sixth place today. So, obviously you're not gonna go with all six, but check me out on YouTube on shit. Check me out at bookiebullies.com. Link is in the description, and you'll get some premium plays. One premium play a day. This is free. If you guys want some premium plays, contact me, and we'll make that happen for you. But I'm always giving out one play a day, Monday to Friday. You could count on me to have your one play a day on bookiebullies.com as promised. And you'll also be able to see the pick records based on those, not on YouTube. Obviously, on YouTube, I tell you how we done the day before and the day after. So, anyways, I'm gonna give you guys the Bookie Bullies rundown, starting from the top. In the Minnesota game, oh, sorry, no. In the Boston versus Montreal game, giving you guys Boston Bruins money line. In the Wild versus Jersey, giving you the under 6.0. And in the Dallas versus Chicago, giving you the Dallas Stars money line. In the NBA, I'm going with the over 227 in the Wizards versus Nuggets, over 227 in the Clippers versus Dallas, and I'm giving you the Wizards plus 10.5 to cover that spread. That's 6 plays. And that's pretty much it for me. So I'll tell you, like I tell you all the time, best of luck to all. And please do not bet what you can't afford to lose. This is a marathon, it's not a sprint. You're not going to get rich overnight. We're really just trying to make as much money as possible and, limit our losses. Bankroll management is what it's at. Trust me, there's going to be people around you who's going to be asking, oh, well, you do sports betting, where's the millions? Okay, well, you go to work 9 to 5 every freaking day. Where's your millions? Where's your first $1 million? People just assume that because you're sports betting that you're going to get rich just like that overnight. It's a not only is it a gamble, but obviously betting on the stock market is a gamble. You're not, like, it just doesn't work that way. People always want to get arrogant with it, like, oh, well, if it was that good, then why don't you make more money? Or why? Obviously you're gonna lose at times. You're not gonna win every single time. The whole point of this is bankroll management. You want to limit your losses and you want to make as much money as possible. If I can make $100 a day doing this, ain't no reason for me to go to work. If you could manage your bankroll to the point where you could make $500 a week doing sports betting, that's more than certain people actually make in a week's time, working 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. This is a job by itself. You got to invest your time into actually getting better. You got to invest your time into making the right decisions, making the right picks. And when you lose, you take your L like a man. Take it on the chin. Maybe you cry yourself to sleep. It happens. But you know what? You wake up, you dust yourself off, you dry your tears, and you do whatever you got to do to make that happen. And this is why I always say, do not bet what you can't afford to lose. That will avoid the tears. Anyways, that's pretty much it for me. Be safe, be good, and I'll see you again tomorrow.